The Alec Murdaugh murder trial is now in its fourth week, while prosecutors are beginning to wrap up their case. Well, all eyes are now on the defense. And we're learning that Murdaugh's lawyers could have an ace up their sleeve. WSAV's Andrew Davis broke this story on First News at 4. He's joining us now live from Colleton County Courthouse with the latest on this potential bombshell.
Well, Ben and Tina, I'll tell you, there are two people that everybody in this area and everywhere around the world really want to hear from. Curtis' cousin Eddie Smith could take the stand this week, and then we have learned exclusively that Alec Murdaugh has planned to take the stand himself in his own defense as soon as next week.
What say you, Richard Alec Murdaugh? Are you guilty or not guilty of the felonies wherein you stand indicted?
Not guilty.
How shall you be tried?
By God and my country.
That was the last time anyone heard personally from Alec Murdaugh, July 20th, 2022. But a source close to Alec's legal team has told me that could change as soon as next week. He wants to and is now on the schedule to testify in his own defense. We've heard from Alec several times during this trial, but each time it's been on video, either from the night of the murders or interviews the day after. While they could change their minds, this could be the first time that Alec has talked live about the crimes, his son or his wife, since those murders happened on June 7th, 2021. Now, the other big news of the day, 2 jurors have been sent home because they contracted COVID-19. 2 alternates have now been moved up to the main jury. In all, 3 alternate jurors have now been dismissed for medical reasons from the case. Now, testimony did continue as scheduled today. A SLED forensics expert hit the stand to detail the results of blood DNA tests on the clothes that Alec was wearing that night and the car he was driving. There are a lot of numbers, but mostly showed by an incredibly large margin that stains found on Alec's shirt and shorts showed signs of Maggie and Paul's DNA as well as Alec's. But what those tests didn't show was blood from either of those victims.
Would it be uncommon to find that deceased person's touch DNA on that object?
No.
And would it be uncommon to find a wife's touch DNA on a husband's shirt?
It would not be uncommon, no.
Now, while nothing was found on the shirt itself, on Alec's clothes themselves, Paul's blood was found on the steering wheel of his car, of his Suburban that he had there. As for the jury's attorneys from both sides talked about maybe a delay, a couple days or even as much as a week, but Judge Newman denied that and started court as it was anyways. Doctors will come in on Wednesday to go ahead and test these jurors again. Andrew Davis, WSAV, live in Walterboro. Back to you.
Andrew, thank you. And for full trial coverage as well as a timeline of events and related stories, visit WSAV.com/Murdaugh.